night ride on the track.
What's up? What's up? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this Saturday morning Bird Feeder with Coach and the franchise. Anyway, as we know, we seen what happened last night. I'm gonna just start from the top. It is what it was. Now it's time to get to the real stuff.
Yes.
That's all I got to say. But we'll go over a little bit what happened last night, but we're not going to get into details. Today is based on that 53-man roster that I feel that I could be wrong. 9 to 10 times I am wrong, but I'm about 80% correct. I'm going to put it that way. So maybe 90. So, but yeah, man, we're going to do a little talking. Anyway, what's going on, Big Ant?
What's going on, everybody? What's happening, Coach? Hey, all I'm going to say is last night's performance is going to make these cuts much easier.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man. So, anyway, let me get some shout-outs, man. What we got in here this morning? We got some people in this morning. All right, well, first we got here. We got Prince Cal 89 in here, Smooth T78, Tony Hall, what's going on? Miss PJ, what's going on this morning? Silas Craven, Georgia, Texas boy, Dirty Bird TY, Southside's in the house, D Coleman's in the house. Thank you guys, man. Appreciate y'all. Anyway, Miss Sonia Howard, there you go. How you doing?
Hey, Miss Sonia.
Hashim Graham, what's going on this morning? How you doing? All right. My take. This is my take. Last evaluation. Like Ann said, this shit was let's get you some film. If you want a chance to be on somebody else's roster or make this practice squad, you got to show something. The front line, the front four or three, whoever held playing on the D-line, did a great job last night. There were some holes. There was a lot of holes, but if you watch the game, they didn't get pushed back. It was a standstill. It's like, boom, boom, boom. You hit me, I'm going to hit you. Nobody's moving. There was a little pressure. Every time there was pressure, there was no completed pass. I'm going to let you know that. I watched that too. Every time there was pressure in this guy's face, he was getting rid of the ball. If he held it any long, unlike Taylor, that boy, there was an incomplete pass. He said, I'm going to get rid of this ball. I'm not going to throw it in the home way. I'm just going to get rid of it. But on the other hand, the pass protection for our guys was getting ate up a little bit. They was getting ate up a little bit. The whole line just, like I said, there was no starter. But if you notice, when Newsel came in the game late,
that's true.
It seemed to get a little solid. Although they wasn't playing against the first team. Now, barring it was the first team that Tyler was going against too. Against our third and fourth. So that's not an excuse, but it is an excuse.
Yep.
So, we can Taylor. I can say he looked bad, but and I thought about boy last night. He went against the first team against third string Lions. How do you supposed to react to that? We know in game at the moment, what the hell are you doing? That's what was going on. But then again, he's like, damn, he probably had no chance anyway.
That's true.
If you look at it in that perspective. But his man, boy, I cussed that man out so bad last night. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But It is what it is. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So,
Trust me, coach. I feel you.
man,
Me and Don was sitting there cussing him out too. Like it was,
oh my
but
God.
then once you think about it, like he going. I think personally, he looked worse against. Well, was that the first game against
The first
Miami
game,
when
yeah, he looked terrible.
he played against the second or third string? He looked worse in that game than he did in this game. So I'm like, you
Yeah.
can't.
And last week, he actually looked decent last week
Yes,
against Baltimore.
that's
So,
crazy
and I
because
said something. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
no, they're Baltimore's defense, even if it's their backups, are
Are
much
pretty
better
solid.
than Miami or Jacksonville.
Yeah,
So
I agree. I agree. But yeah, uh, what's up, OG?
what's happening, Sam?
What's happening?
Yeah. So, like I said, not an excuse for him, but he was going against a number one defense. So, and it showed that, like I said, our offensive line, those guys who played last night, are not up to the par. I hate to say that. Those guys are not. They can't challenge the first unit. They won't be good challenging the first unit. But like I said, I don't know why they put Newton in so late. Because him and Gwen actually worked well together on that.
Yeah.
So, but that was just, I guess, strategy what coach was using last night. I don't know.
Did you see, Coach, when Newzel came in, our running game got better
Exactly.
because before he came in, we couldn't do anything on the ground. Absolutely nothing.
And that was Gwen at center at the time. So, listen, I talk about today. That's why we're doing it with 3-man Ross. But okay, I'm glad Sam's in here. Sam, what do you think about that defense yesterday? Gonna talk about your boy. I know you're gonna do it anyway. But I was in the, like I said yesterday, I told you, I said I wouldn't disagree with you yesterday.
Yeah, I wasn't necessarily surprised. I'm the.
Your phone is sounding.
I mean,
scratch.
It's yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Grocery.
I hear him, but he's going in and out.
You're going in and out, Sam. Sam, you're going in and out. Your phone's going. There you go. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, the D line worked well yesterday. DBs then a little loss. 35 still did his thing yesterday. That you know what? I was thinking about something yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm in agreement to agree. It's going to be hard to keep that kid off the roster. But
yeah, there are about 4 guys that should be bagging groceries Monday morning.
I haven't heard anything this morning, so I don't think they cut nobody last night. So I've been checking the wires though. It ain't happened yet. If it happens, it's gonna
no, not yet.
Yeah, it ain't happened yet. So, but I'm sure they was working last night. They got back to Flyer Branch. They probably still in that work. But but yeah, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Why did we try no field goal last night? I'm just curious.
Yeah, we went for it on 4th down each time.
Yeah, but give me some. That was what 38 zip.
31 zip, I think. Yeah.
I think it was 38. I think it was 38. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 38. I don't know why. I see 38 in my head, and I was like, that wasn't pretty.
Shit. It was looking like somebody was playing Madden. The way the play
Yeah,
calling
yeah,
was
yeah,
going.
yeah. They were playing on kitty level, whatever the I don't know. The level they were playing very. It was 31. Okay, thank you, Dre Murphy.
Yeah, it was 31.
Oh my God. Oh, they had 28. I see an 8. They had
I think
28.
they already had their mind up on who was out of there and who they were keeping. I figured I think they already had their minds made up, their decisions made on that.
But your boy, like I say, there was 2 guys that stood out last night to me. It's just Brooks stood out again. He definitely stood out again.
Right.
And Muton. The kid can tackle.
He
can tackle.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna be one of those guys that gonna get cut, I think. But we just hope he clears waivers. He's one of those kids that I would like to see on the practice squad just to have that backup there. That we know who can fit in this defense. And like I say, he would look good when he's playing with one of the vets inside guys like a Caden Ellis or a Troy. He actually looked okay playing with JD back there too. So, but yeah, man. Other than that, man, there's gonna be some cuts, and we're gonna lose some people. People will be mad about losing them.
I'm not.
But I'm gonna get because we only can keep 50 people. That's like 3 of those guys we know who automatic. The 3 specialty guys are automatic. That's cool.
Yeah, that's automatic.
It's long snapper and the punter.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, there's some guarantees on some of these rosters on these spots, but there's gonna be some people I think going to be on the edge, and I'm gonna talk about them when we go through these lists here. And guys in the chat, you guys give me your take on some of the people you think and what you think about my list. So, What is that? This is Taylor for the whole preseason.
20 of 44 for 206, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
That's not bad, no interception. Other than that,
9.5 QBR.
That ain't good. That ain't good. That ain't good right there. So, but yeah, man, they said Taylor. What is it? Taylor was trying to throw past to Casey Washington being guarded by 7.
Look,
he was
him, bro.
But Tyson Campbell can play DB though. Tyson's a good DB. Tyson was doing some pass interference too. They ain't called. Although he is a Georgia boy, he was pass interference a couple times. They weren't calling nothing for the Falcons last time.
They weren't calling nothing. It was one play
holding everything.
They was holding our defensive end. The old what Ebiketie, old number 47.
Oh, 47. Oh, Anus. Killer Anus. Anus got a sack though last night.
Yeah, he did. He did get a sack.
But he still
They was holding him.
He got held a lot last night. But that's what happened. He ain't young. He's been in the league before. This ain't his first team. So he came over from but yeah. Somebody else. Now I'm gonna let y'all know something. Damon Harris is a beast too. And he's gonna be one of those guys that unfortunately ain't gonna make this roster. I hate this. But there's a chance. I'll tell you how. That's a chance. I'll tell you how. What must happen if that happens? So he's right there. So we're gonna go over that. So all right. Anyway, You guys got any questions in there about anything about last night? What you guys say about last night? Anybody talking about last night? He says it's Taylor's credit. Okay. Southside said Taylor's credit. He's a gunslinger quarterback who plays off script and needs receivers to starters who know him. That doesn't really fit his style, and that is true to a degree. But how much time has Taylor had with the first unit anyway to do anything? So, but they said Pennett's got all the second team reps, so he should have had a good rapport with these third string guys and fourth string guys. He shouldn't have been missing that bad. He threw one. He threw one. That's like, who are you throwing it to?
Bruh, the receiver is right here. You throwing it all the way over here.
That's it. Who are you throwing? That's it. Throwaway. That's why they call it intentional grounding.
And then, like on that fourth down play that we was talking about, Coach, you forcing the ball to Casey Washington all the way in the end zone when you got somebody right there in the middle, 5 yards, you get a first down.
Yeah. In a couple of plays last night, I said we could have had first down. The wide receiver didn't get his depth, too. He caught the ball, but he didn't get no depth.
I think that was Casey.
Yeah, so you gotta go past those sticks, boy.
Got to.
Yeah, so.
Gotta know where you at.
But then again, Paddock didn't look that great.
I'm just saying, how accurate can you be throwing the ball? Ain't nobody at.
Nobody.
It sounded that boy was playing Chicago, right? I don't know his name. That kid who playing Chicago, who ain't that no long. He used to do that. I don't know what his name was. That came up with his name was. Anyway. He'd be down in Atlanta pretty soon, though. He'd be down playing that, come out and sit on the bench and watch us play. So he said cutting start Tuesday. No, cutting needs to be done by Tuesday. It ain't started Tuesday. It needs to be done by Tuesday.
Done by Tuesday.
Tuesday's the deadline.
We got today, tomorrow, and Monday.
And Monday.
To get
4 o'clock?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock on what's coming. Cutting should be done. You know your 53-man roster. I wonder if Mike they're going to do a show that Tuesday. So what goes on Tuesday night? I don't know what's going on Tuesday night. All right. Anyway, what's that, Raymond Collins? What's going on, brother? He said Pat is going to be working back at Raps. What? That means he's working at the grocery store? I don't know. I'm just curious. What's that, play, Mel? Good morning. How you doing? However, let's get into these rosters, man. Y'all gonna probably be mad at me. I don't care. But this is just my take on this record. All right. What are you done talking about? Oh, okay. All right. Coming to the stage. All right. We're gonna start our predictions. So everybody got some bad connections. Is it raining down there? Is it raining back in GA?
No, the sun is out.
Okay.
But I don't know what's going on with the internet.
Maybe D'Angelo Malone at your house. You talked about it for that yesterday.
You ain't shit.
All right, man. These are my predictions. This is my quarterback prediction. All right. Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix Jr. And I ain't gonna say I hate to say Taylor Heineke. Okay. After last night game, and I thought about first team against them, because I had to go back and change this. I say Taylor's gonna still make the team. This is my reason with.
Mm-hmm.
He's valuable for mid-season trades.
It's true.
That's the only reason I see he will make that 3. He is valuable because somebody can have a quarterback go down real fast. He is considered a backup quarterback, right?
Yeah, I'm sure we can get a fifth or a sixth round pick for him somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. However, I was saying cut both of their asses and Pettit. This is my thinking last night. And have Terry get on the phone and go find you $1 million quarterback somewhere. There's a couple. I talked about a couple of them yesterday. What's that damn kid? What's my list? I had a list somewhere. Anyway, there's two of them out there that I wouldn't mind bringing in just because. But yeah, but he's gonna make this team because of that. What you guys feel on that? What's that, Miss Gracie?
Well.
Yeah, go ahead, Sam.
Hey, that's why we doing it. Give me y'all takes. How do y'all feel? Would y'all keep them or would y'all cut?
I think we're gonna be hanging on to Heineke for financial reasons. I mean, he would be a $3.3 million cap hit if we cut him. So, and then the moves we just made, I don't think that Terry's really trying to strain the cap situation no more than it already is. I think he got one more move up his sleeve before.
$6 million,
yeah.
Yep.
I think
So,
that's going to be a receiver.
I do too, Coach. Yep.
Because
we just cut Jakeem Grant.
Well, he's on injured reserve. They put him on injured reserve, I think.
I've read that we had cut him.
Okay.
So.
Damn, I thought he was going. I thought he was a good addition. Shit, I think
he got hurt.
He can't stay healthy though. Like that's the problem.
They cut his ass. He gone now.
Oh, okay.
He can't stay healthy.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think we really have a choice because Paddock, he's too young, and we need a veteran. And other than Kirk Cousins, we need a veteran in the back. Just for, if something goes wrong, and all hell breaks loose with both our quarterbacks, we're gonna. I hate for this to happen, but we're gonna need somebody like Taylor in the back, just in case.
So that's $3 million cap hit just for Taylor Heineke. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's the kicker right there. However, yeah, I that's why he's staying too, because of that salary cap hit. So I think, well, shit. I think we threw adjusting people's money, so I don't think we're messing about this money no time soon. But yeah, that's my quarterback room right there. All right, John Tate said, how y'all feeling when we brought in Snap Thomas? Hell no.
No. We're not doing that. No.
Wait. Is he talking about Mike?
Yeah.
Is he talking about Michael Thomas?
Yes, Sam.
Hell no. We don't want stone foot, fragile ankle, no knees, it can't stay on the field. No.
That's why I said no. No.
No.
What's up, man, Mike Luciano?
Gonna pay nobody $19 million to walk around with a boot on all the time.
What's going on, Coach?
However, you just said something there, Sam. I'm gonna tell you this. Terry did bring him in. I'm just saying. I'm gonna put that out there.
Oh, you know what?
I got a quarterback up here, Coach. I'm guessing you hearing the news, huh?
What's that?
So I don't know if you guys have heard, but from what I'm hearing, and thank you to one of my information uh people besides the great Rashad, Sandra stated um that Mr. Heineke, from what he's told, Mike Garofalo, is saying that I'm told that that's not necessarily the case with Heineke being cut. We're going to see what happens during the final cuts, and maybe the team is willing to blow the Falcons away with a trade offer. But don't be surprised if he winds up sticking in Atlanta. Pretty much what we said last night. But
Right.
How
coach,
about that?
yeah,
How about that?
yeah. And doesn't surprise me because they're not. I'm telling you, people, they're not trying to play Mr. Penix this year. That's what I get from
Right.
this, and not trying to
Right.
use him at
See,
all.
there we go.
That's why I'm trying to find out
So,
who's.
boy, it's gonna make a lot of Falcons fans and a lot of people who
Oh
was hoping to
well.
see Penix this year.
Oh well.
Yeah, but
Well,
it doesn't
yeah,
surprise me. I
yeah, it's
see the
gonna piss a
Falcons
lot of
trying to
folks
play
off.
this man.
They was
I
in
don't see.
full presidential campaign mode yesterday, talking about all the conspiracy theory reasons how and why Michael Penix is gonna be QB1 this year. It's the start against the Steelers. I'm like, what the fuck is y'all talking about?
So, thank
Yeah,
you,
it's gonna
Sandra.
piss a lot of folks off. Yeah, it's gonna piss a lot of
Appreciate
folks.
that.
Twitter GMs. That's what.
Yeah. So, but like I say,
So they,
man.
we gonna be dealing with that all week.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have
What
so
in the
much
world are the
fun picking
Falcons
on people.
thinking?
Oh, I'm gonna
How
have
much
so much
sense this
fun
make?
picking on people. I love picking on people about this too. So y'all gonna, oh boy, I'm gonna destroy y'all. Oh boy,
But then again, if he was to be waiting to release or whatever, that's $3 million in the that
that's
we
three.
can
All
take
right.
away. So that's another reason
So
I can say he could be on the team too. So,
anything is possible.
but like I said, there's only two quarterbacks out there that
Hear
are
ye,
still
hear
available
ye.
that I would consider. That's Brian Hoyer and Trevor Simmons. That's all I would think about. So, and I don't think those guys are mind being on a team getting $1 million to sit and do nothing. So,
Right.
but then again, Brian Hoyer played in this system before, so that's a possibility. So, but anyway, but how did
I
he go on
mean,
this team?
I'd rather have him than that old flat bottle of old dudes.
Who the hell are dudes? Oh, you talking about how did he took over us? I'm like, who
Yeah.
the hell are dudes? All right, let's move on to
Really?
these running. Let's go to these running backs, man. Y'all ready? All right,
Let's go.
Right.
bingo. Bijan, Tyler, Jace, and Avery. Who on this list could have been on here? Carlos Washington.
Yeah.
And the reason I didn't put Carlos on here because Carlos can clear waivers.
Yes.
Jace can't.
No. You can't.
So
You say what, Coach? About Carlos?
he can clear waivers. He will clear waivers.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
plus, I think they like him, but
right. Jace wouldn't clear waivers, guys.
they like Carlos, but I don't.
Yeah.
No, Jay's definitely in Cleveland waivers.
But he's a draft pick too, so that's another way. And at first, I was
But
kind of
good.
skeptical on Avery Williams. It's like, but that's a damn. Avery's a bad man at a special team because since Ray gonna be playing 3, I think they're gonna put him in that. Put him out there to.
Do his offensive lineman even like Carlos? Like, boy, they really hate his guts though, don't they?
Well, you played against the first and you get the third string guy, especially yes. What I want to, yeah. I don't know what it is because they can't block the kid. Then again, does he not have that vision? You know,
Vision could be a issue. Yeah, vision could be.
he could just not have that vision
Yeah,
to read those holes or whatever.
yeah.
I
Because
don't know.
I seen a couple times where he cut right back into
Yeah, right back in the
where
track.
the defender is coming.
Yeah. What's going on, Samuel Wilkinson Jr.? How you doing, brother? What's up, Big Will?
What's happening? What's happening?
Man, but Marky said, and this is true about this kid. He said he be breaking off big runs and cannot finish. Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
And Jace runs. He runs violent.
Yeah. And like some of y'all, I ain't gonna say it, but y'all gonna like what I'm gonna say. That number, like Mike always say, that number 2 guy who we got, that could be his replacement guy. Same thing.
It could be.
Shit. Avery must got some good dirt on some people because that boy ain't played in 2 years, man. He's still here.
No, he just missed last year. He got hurt.
He just missed last year. I mean,
year. Avery's the return specialist. He's the return specialist.
Avery must got some good dirt on somebody.
But think about how valuable Avery is. Just imagine you have a DB to go down. You have DB to go down real fast.
he could fill in.
You can put Avery over there. So he's a lot more valuable than a lot of people in the scene. So
We ain't saying he gonna be good over there, but you know.
hey, nobody said Troy Brown was gonna be good when he wouldn't play wide receiver for that whole year. And won Super Bowl with him. I'm just saying.
I mean, just saying.
That game was boring yesterday, folks.
Was it boring?
It was boring. A little sloppy, bad penalties. About a goddamn referee. They was talking some bullshit.
They were doing that, but you know, I wasn't going in the game to expect anything special. I was going more for evaluation. I really did.
Well, we knew it was gonna be crazy because they playing their ones against threes and fours, but Taylor Heineke, but what the heck? Yeah, we carry 2 quarterback coach. I don't know what the heck.
We carry 3.
Oh shit, we're gonna put him on the practice squad. Put him on the practice squad.
Well, he's gonna be emergency. He's gonna be at 3. He's gonna be emergency 3. He's gonna make this team. You can't cut him. Cut him. He's gone.
Yeah, most teams got to carry 3 now. They had the freedom. They had a more look. Well, they have freedom to carry 3 now.
Yeah, he doesn't carry.
So you got to have an emergency guy.
Yeah, and Paddock, he's too young to do that.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough out of Paddock to get.
What was that? We got a
only way I see them keeping that motherfucker. They trying to trade him.
Hold on for 1 second. Let me get this super chat out before I forget. Jay Black 142 got a $2 super chat. He said, "Just supporting the channel. Appreciate you, man. Thank you."
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We'll donate that to Straight Jacket Incorporated.
Shut up, Sam.
You need to find you some new material, motherfucker.
Miss Hale said, "Avery Williams is the jack of the trade." Israeli's on the goals. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Let's say that Avery Williams you got him making teams from off his past. He ain't showed me shit after the injury. I don't know, bro. Unless he been showing out in practice.
That's what they've been saying. They've been saying he's been showing out in practice.
We haven't seen nobody step in practice. What have you seen your starters at? Only in practice, right?
Huh?
You only seen your starters do anything in practice. You ain't seen them do anything in the game.
Well, that's the starter. I'm saying this man ain't played in the preseason at all.
Yeah, he played the first game.
Well, you ain't hearing nothing about him.
He's the punt return. That's what he's gonna be doing. He's gonna be your punt return.
Yeah, but yeah, he did show out before he got hurt though. He was showing out.
So he'll be all right. But anyway, there's the running backs, man.
Right.
So anybody got anything on these running backs? No? Good. All right, let's go to this next one.
Nope. No objections.
Yeah, cause that other dude, he didn't help himself. Colin Watson didn't help himself. He had all the opportunity, all the hype in camp, but soon the game come, he didn't show shit.
He'll be a practice squad guy.
But that Jace McCullough would carry motherfuckers on their back.
Yeah, ain't nobody got cut yet, Mucho. They ain't did nothing yet. Not yet.
Nah. They got 3 days.
All right. Wide receivers. Now, London, Mooney, McLeod, Washington, Arjun, Blair. Now, we got $3-some million left, right? Don't be surprised they go out and get a wide receiver, and one of these guys ain't here. Which one is going to be hard? Anything? I think Hard's going to be the odd man out. I hate to say that.
I mean, well, that's one of the top defensive teams right there.
Say it again.
Shit, special team guy.
Yeah, that's another special team right now. And he better than got doing Williams in the special team. So I don't see why they cutting him. And he ain't been playing most of the game.
Special teams are easy to play, y'all.
Oh, come on, now.
Hold on, let me let y'all know something. I hear what you said about Hodge, but you still got to be valuable to catch on the receiver here.
He caught it in Miami. The only game he played in Miami, he was catching the ball.
He caught the ball one time.
I mean, well, he was.
He caught it when it came to him.
I can catch it if it comes to me too.
He only catch it when it comes to him. So
he had a couple of tips.
He was Mr. Third Down for the last two seasons.
Yeah, that was whose system was that? All that coach staff.
I don't see Hard getting cut, coach.
I don't see him getting cut either, unless we go to get another. If Terry go get another wide receiver, Hard's gonna be an odd man out. I'm just saying.
Our wide receiver room show him a little something. We don't need no another outside receiver for real.
Well, I mean, you waste some money. I mean, because you was the first one.
Sam, something wrong with your audio, Sam.
Yeah, auto is kicking. Coming in and out. Excuse me.
But I was saying, coach, our wide receiver won't show me enough. We don't need no outside receiver. For real.
That's true. I'm not telling Hodge out, but just in case Terry go get a wide receiver, Hodge gonna be the odd man out. That's all I'm saying. But as of now, I gotta make the team.
I mean, he was one of the first re-signees, you know what I'm saying, when the season was over.
That is true.
I'm just.
But they don't get paid until the season starts.
That is true. But we've seen, recent wide receivers that just got signed, cut
already. Shoot, they
don't play. They don't play favorites.
They make all y'all bad. I don't care. There's a free agent out there who's a wide receiver. They ain't talking about Michael Thomas either.
No.
Ain't Juju out there?
Yeah, Juju's out there too.
Juju out there, but
he ain't talking about that Schuster dude, is it?
You talking about Juju? Yeah, that's Juju. No, I ain't talking about Juju.
Nah.
I'm talking about somebody who's bigger than that.
You talking about somebody that's familiar with Coach Ron?
Yeah.
Tutu Atwell?
No, not that one either.
Not that one?
But they got to get permission from the owner, though.
Hell no, coach. No, sir. No, sir. Julio can
I'm
say
just saying.
his broke hamstring ass at all.
Think about this. Think about this. Think about this. Think about this. I had this on my little agenda. I had to do it. Now, we got big aspirations this year, right? I ain't gonna say this is gonna happen. Just me talking. I'm talking about something here. Oh, Sam cut back. I gotta talk about this shit. He's out there. Inspiration. How many people on this team that he's left? Everybody who he left are gone now, except Grady. Grady has to be to say so for this guy to come back. I'm hating to say it. Grady and Ultimate got to be to say so for this guy to come back. Would it be a bad thing to bring him back?
Yeah. He
Why?
better apologize. He got to apologize publicly for me, Coach. If he apologize public, I take that all day. But he got to apologize.
He's not going to be a starter. He's not going to be a starter. You would hope he would come in here to mentor.
Talking about Quintores?
Yeah.
Yeah, he talking about Quintora hamstring Jones.
I mean, it's not a bad idea from a football perspective because he's still a possession receiver. And we already got explosive guys. So it's like, I mean, he used to running those underneath routes anyway. And you got a quarterback that specializes in that anyway. So it's not a terrible idea, but if Arthur Blank cool with it, look, what am I? It is what it is.
Yeah, if Arthur can overlook that shit show that he did, then I'm cool with it. But
as far as we know, he probably already has. So I don't know.
We don't know. But that's all I was just saying. That's all I was saying. I ain't saying that gonna happen.
I mean, I made this video a while back, so I've been talking about it. So it's look, man, you never know these days.
You never know. He's the only one that we just cut James Washington. He's out there. He's still free agent. Chase Claypool, he's hurt, so that won't happen. Marquez Callaway, he can't stay healthy. Randall Cobb, he's 75 years old. Yeah. Corey Davis, yeah.
Maybe.
Hunter Renfro, we got one already. And Michael Thomas, his ankles don't want to work. So, but anyway.
I mean, yeah.
I just put it out there. So, but this is the wide receiver room I feel that we can go into the season with right there. And it's not a bad wide receiver room, guys. I don't care what nobody say. And somebody said something earlier. I can see Chris Blair being that fourth wide receiver over Vacation Washington. So, but we will see. Because Chris Blair, this ain't his first. He was with Atlanta last year too, but he was on the practice squad.
He was, yeah.
Ray Murphy, I take Corey Davis. Yeah. But we'll see. But then again, he may not want to give them more money out. Just hold that $3 million for a emergency situation, and that's what he probably just ended up doing. All right, what we got next? What room I got next? I don't even know. Just going over here. Tight end room. Now, this is gonna make a lot of people mad. I'm almost sure it will. This is your tight end room.
Fitzpatrick making the room, Coach. I don't want to hear that. Fitzpatrick making that room, Coach.
I'm gonna tell you why he's not gonna make this room.
He's shown enough.
I can see him practice squad. I can see him on the practice squad again.
He ain't gonna make the practice squad. Another team gonna pick him up. Who is the Ross Dwelly? Who is that?
The guy who's gonna be playing that number 3 wide receiver. That's why you ain't seen him. Because listen, if Fitzpatrick was gonna make this team, right? Why did he play so many snaps? I'm just saying.
Well, here, young buck, Coach, and he's a further down depth piece. We already had our first two. We had our first 2 tight ends. That's why Charlie. That's why Fitzpatrick plays.
So why isn't Ross playing?
I don't even know who this guy is, Coach.
He came for
No
San
matter what you think, it's about them. That man ain't
He
playing.
just asked me a question, sir.
It don't
No,
I said I
matter
don't
what
know who
you
the
think.
hell
You
that guy
keep
is.
talking about what you don't know who he is. You should know who he is.
The reason
His
Fitzpatrick,
name is Ross Dwelly. Okay, he's been on
We see
the
his
team
name,
already.
sir. I don't know who the hell he is though,
Why you know Fitzpatrick?
because I know
Because
who
you
he is.
care, right? Because you care. That's the whole point. They care about Ross Dwelly. So it comes down to the team. The team is not playing Ross. Ross didn't play.
What I'm
Fitzpatrick
saying,
played. So that's
what
what
I'm
he's trying
saying,
to.
if
That's
they
what
cut
he's
this
trying to get
man,
you to
he
understand.
not gonna be there for the practice squad. I'm telling you now, he not gonna be
We
there for
don't
the
know
practice
that.
squad.
he was
We don't know that.
He ain't gonna be there for the practice
he
squad,
was
bro.
there last year.
It's just like if they cut that cornerback, he ain't gonna be there for the practice
No,
squad. I
that's
promise you that.
We don't know that.
But I promise you that he got enough good tape out there. I promise you he won't be there
Hold
for
on.
the practice squad.
Who does?
he talking about Brooks.
Brooks.
Talking about
Brooks.
Brooks.
Brooks is not gonna be
I
there,
mean,
bro.
I'm gonna be real. Outside of tackling, I haven't seen a lot of coverage from him.
Yeah, he gets burned.
He had some PD. He had some pass deflection too.
I said coverage. I didn't say PDs. I said coverage. That's a different thing.
He's a great tackler.
They just covered. Pass deflections is coverage. What
No,
are you
no, it's
talking about?
not. No, it's not. Pass defense is not
That's
coverage.
what AJ just got paid off for, Mike. Come on now.
Anybody can knock the
AJ got
ball
paid
down.
off. AJ
No,
just got
AJ
paid
got
off
paid
pass
for
deflection.
coverage. AJ got paid for coverage.
Oh my God. Come on now. Mike. Come on now, Mike.
Yeah, he got paid for coverage.
How many
Pass
times
defense.
did they throw it? How many times did they throw at AJ last
Yeah,
year?
because he got excellent coverage.
Okay.
You don't get $80 million for being a pass defender.
Well,
Well, anyway,
that's what they just gave AJ.
hey, I'm gonna ask you a question, Big Will. What has
What up,
John
coach?
Fitzpatrick shown this preseason?
That
What
he
has he
can
shown?
block. That he can block. And he only dropped a few passes. He was catching most of them.
He
He's
dropped
shown
it.
that he's good in that run game.
Well,
Yesterday he dropped the point blank pass.
Yeah, he sure
He
did.
he
And he
dropped one
was
pass yesterday,
wide
yeah, but
open.
he ain't dropped no more after that. He ain't dropped no more after that. He
but
dropped that first pass, the
If,
first one ever thrown to him. He ain't
if
dropped no
he
more after that. That
but the
came his
reason
way.
if
that's
they
why
thought
he's gonna be. I ain't gonna say that's why he's gonna make it. He's gonna be a press. He's not. Ross Drelly is a better tight end than him. The block tight end who has experience also. Both of these guys came over from San Francisco. All right, so and they both are pretty solid in their what's called last year. But
See,
Charlie's gonna clear waiver.
what I can hear what you saying though, Coach, because they gonna keep that guy doing that Hughes dude, and he been getting burnt toast in camp, and he gonna be the number two. But Hughes been getting burnt toast in camp, but they gonna keep him at the number two because they know him. And I
A
can
lot
see
of
what
a
you
lot of
talking
guys
about
been
with
getting
this
burnt
Ross.
toast in camp.
I can see what you talking about with that. So it's stupid because you ain't letting the best man win, but you know what I'm saying. But it is what it is, man. I'm just gonna have to trust the goddamn coach at this point right now. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
What qualifies the best man win in camp?
Oh my God, come on, Mike, stop giving me riddles. You can the best man win is what's showing you on this tape, bro. What they showing you. That's what the best man. If he was better than him in count, that means he was the best man. Not
I,
because you know this guy. We don't need to make a team on who we know. We need to make a team who showed they ass.
what
That's
qualify?
what I'm saying.
I didn't say that wasn't true or false. I said what qualifies them as being the best man win or lose. That was your statement.
I just explained to you what quiet.
And another reason why
I see what the hell Mike do. He trying to get me to go up there. But go ahead, Coach. Go ahead, Coach.
no another reason why Drelly's gonna make this team. He's a better special team guy than what's called too.
I ain't seen him in special things, goddamn.
Who was that? Who you say, Coach?
He said that Dwayne. He talking about that dwelling dude.
Drelly's a better special team player than Fitzpatrick too.
Oh, he got
That's another reason why. There's John. There's already been That means you got to cut somebody else. If Judd makes that means Drelly, they don't like what how much money is Drelly getting paid anyway? I don't know. I think that money wise.
I mean, the playing time speaks volume, to be honest. And
he played too much. He played too much in preseason. That's another reason I said that.
And
hey, Rook Owolo played a lot too, so he ain't gonna make the team.
Rook played like 10 plays.
No, he played every game, coach. And he played a significant amount of
10 plays a game.
Doyle played a lot too. He ain't gonna make the team. Brandon Doyle played a lot.
They both averaged about 10 plays a game, bro.
No, he was in there. Him and Zion Lowe were wrecking havoc.
Zion,
he was in there.
Didn't play as much as you think they did.
They didn't play as much as exactly. They played. They did play a lot. However, what's called played every down almost, bro. Every down.
Yeah.
2 games straight. They getting take. If he's gone, he's gone. I don't think they're going to be upset if he gets picked up. They won't. I don't think they would.
Look, I could care less about a tight end 3 or tight end 4. Let's keep that real.
That is true too.
Yes. Okay.
They can't keep 4.
And it's Kyle Pitts. Outside everybody else, they not gonna see the field like that anyway.
You may see a tight end every blue moon in this offense.
Because it's gonna be a lot of 3 sets. A lot of 3. Yeah. A lot of receiver sets.
Yeah, we moving away from that.
I see a lot of
tight end sets.
Right.
See, another thing, Dan Quinn kept 5 tight ends.
Yeah, that part, coach.
5.
So that's one of the main reasons why he even stayed on his team too, is because you gotta look at this scheme that they run. And that's all they don't use tight ends like that.
It'll be 20. They're gonna be 24 offensive players.
They're gonna keep about 20, 28 defense players. Gonna keep about 28.
You can't. It's impossible. There's only 50 people in the roster.
Yeah, they're gonna be 22 on offense.
Oh, 22. Are you crazy?
22.
How is that possible? That's impossible.
So we're gonna carry 2 quarterbacks.
Oh, he carried 3 quarterbacks.
Here you go with that. Ain't nobody think about that.
That ain't gonna happen. All right, let's go to the old line. We got our starters. That's guaranteed. Ryan Newsom, Kyle Hen, Storm North.
From Nokia G 310-5G.
Who's playing bingo?
The hell? Got bingo going.
This is stupid Bluetooth.
I said, G25. But anyway, but yeah, when they gonna make this team? Hopefully he clears waivers, be on the practice squad.
Yeah, man, his ass off, man.
Yeah.
And it showed last night, especially.
It showed. Look, me and Coach was talking about it earlier. Like when Newsel was out the game, the running game was trash. As soon as he came in, we got much better.
And they had Gwen go when Hinton went out the game. They were trying to have him battle Hinton. Hinton played better than Gwen. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Gwen had his hand. He wasn't doing too much of that.
Yeah. Especially at center, he's not good at center. I'm gonna say that. So, but yeah, that's the old line right there, man. So I don't know what to say about that. Corey Gear said Stuber was okay. He was all right, but that 3rd and 4th string old line needs help. I'm just saying.
No, they need Jesus.
Yeah, they need a little help.
They need a center. I can tell you that much. They need a dominant center.
Yeah, and Newsel showed that. Newsel was a better center than Quinn, and that's another reason why I say he's expendable because of that. He was a 7th-round pick, so what more did you kind of expect? So, but he was that's right. Terry picked him too, though. Anyway, all right. Anybody got any questions on this online?
I think that's set.
Sounds good.
Good on that.
All right. All right, let's go to the next one. Other people will complain about this one too. Defensive lineman. We
You
only
ain't
keep
got
an
enough up there, coach. You ain't got enough.
we only keep an 8.
No, we keep more than 8.
You
At
can't
least
do
9. At least 9.
Now, Logan's not gonna make this team. Logan,
3-4. Around a 4-3.
this is gonna be an 8 right here.
That's
I
correct.
hate that.
For 3-4.
Yeah. I hate to say that Zion is gonna be the expendable one here, and I hope he clears waivers.
He ain't gonna clear no waivers. He ain't showed too much. He ain't showed too much, coach. He been in the backfield, goddamn, at least 60-70% of the time.
He's been very stout. However, I think he will clear waivers. If not, that's how it goes.
It's not gonna hurt us if he doesn't.
Yeah. And he was the last person to draft.
Yeah, he was our last draft pick.
And all those guys are probably a bit pass rushing than he is. So it's
That's exactly what it is.
You trade. Oh, you trade.
To be truthful, he outplayed Brandon and Root this preseason. To be true,
he played 100 snaps.
No, coach.
It's gonna look good.
He outplayed them when they got their opportunity. He outplayed them. Yeah, him and Eddie Goldman been wrecking shop.
Eddie ain't played that much. Eddie only played the first
Eddie
game.
Goldman played 2 games.
Did he play last week too?
Yeah, he played Baltimore.
He didn't play a lot then.
Feel that.
When you see people, especially young guys, play a lot in preseason, those are signs that they're just trying to get tape on them. I hate to say it. That's what it's for. It's getting tape on them.
Getting them that experience, coach. Is they down in the depth chart?
You can call it experience. I call it getting tape.
Yeah.
They'll try and play it a lot. Until the last night, he didn't play last night.
Who was that?
But the other 2 games, Beltron, Captain America played a whole lot. Yeah, he played a lot. He was wearing the green dot.
Playing last night, they pretty much had him on the sideline.
He played 2
last night he didn't play. He didn't play last night. He played the first 2 games. He played a lot of snaps. He had the green dot.
He played yesterday. He did play yesterday. He got like 1 or 2 tackles.
Let me ask you.
No, Beltron went out. I was looking for him, coach. He went out there. He went out there.
Yeah, so why he wasn't playing?
We're not gonna keep 8 D linemen there. Y'all gotta do the math. Do the math. So if we keep 9, that means we're only keeping 9 DBs.
Yeah, I just looked it up, coach. Beltron wasn't out there yesterday.
So why wasn't he playing though? What?
Man, I already know he made the team. I'm just trying to tell the coach that he played a lot. He played the first 2 games, a lot of snaps. So what point are you trying to prove? He played the first 2 games, a whole lot of snaps.
So did Mouton and what's called?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you it don't matter because you know what I'm saying? I see what he's trying to get film and experience on these guys, yes. But you have a lot of people that that's making the team that played a lot of snaps. That's what I'm saying.
So did we see Ross Dwelly out there?
I don't even know. Why you keep bringing that dude up? I just told you I don't know who that is, bro.
He gonna be your 3rd string tight end. How's that? He gonna be 3rd string tight end.
I don't deny that they're gonna be putting folks on here for people that they know, coach. But I'm just saying, like, it should be the best man winning the spot. That's how it should be, not because I know this motherfucker. No.
Well, but Who to say Ross Gurley doesn't outplay old boy
Well,
Travis?
we ain't heard nothing about him in no camp.
Have you heard anything about Charlie Warner in camp?
Yeah, you
Nope.
heard a lot about Charlie Warner in
I
camp.
haven't heard nothing about Charlie
I
Warner.
haven't.
I haven't
Other
heard anything
thing,
about.
Charlie Warner got enough good tape out there too, Coach.
So that means
I've heard, but heard the name. I haven't heard much on. I ain't gonna lie.
I know what's called paid too many snaps for me to be a tight end in the pre. This ain't the old days. You had 4 games here. I can see that. But, you know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. If they cut Fitzpatrick, he's not clearing waiver. That's all I'm saying. He's not gonna clear waiver.
He may. He cleared the last 2 years, so
Well, the last 2 years, he ain't show nothing.
but tight ends ain't that valuable like that though. Tight ends are not that valuable like that.
Yeah, and he hasn't
Hold on,
really
Coach.
shown.
Hold on. You just say
Say that again. Out of here.
Whatever Sam had, Mike done got it.
They live in the same neighborhood. Must be something going on in there. But I did just say the tight ends are not valued like that special second string, third string. What's called? You got your one big guy who is the main guy. You got Kyle, who's the main guy. Everybody else, because the run game is more zone now. It's just moving bodies.
Yeah.
Getting in front of somebody, they got to find the hole. That's what it is now. You don't need those big tight ends like they had in the old days, unless it's just a straight run downhill team. So, and tight ends are skinny these days. They ain't big no more like they used to. So, you back, Mike?
I am. Oh, I've been here.
No, say what
I
you
was just
said.
trying to. I was just gonna ask Will a question. I think Will is in answering mode right now.
He just trying to get me riled up, motherfucker. Go ahead, Coach.
I'm not. I'm a very good. I can rile people up, but I'm not trying. I'm just asking questions. That's it.
Ask your question, Mike. Ask your question, sir.
So did LaCal London make the scene? He played a whole bunch.
Nope.
Tommy Togiai, he played a whole bunch.
Nope.
You didn't see Zach. You seen Zach the first game for first. Did you see a lot of Taquan Graham?
Nope.
He gonna make the team.
I think he's one of those guys that you could potentially trade if you want to keep one of the younger guys, though.
Yeah, they got to talk real fast. Yeah, but Zion, I think Zion, just this person, I think Zion will clear waivers.
Yeah, I believe so.
Cole, I would be shocked if that man could wait with the tape he had put out there. I would be shocked.
Tape against third string.
What do you mean? You mean I was draft pick Zion? You mean I was draft pick Zion?
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah.
Why would he have to clear waivers?
He talking about cutting them.
They're not keeping 9D linemen.
Yeah,
I think they keep a 9 at least. I think they keep a 9. I came in saying 10, Coach. I let go 10. I think they keep a 9 right now.
You only got listen. You only got 50 slots. You only got 50 slots. That means you cutting somewhere. You cutting away from somewhere else. There. Yeah. That means you're only gonna have 5 wide receivers or so on and so on and so on, and 7 offensive linemen. Ain't gonna happen. It's all about the numbers. When you do this, it's all about the numbers. You got, and also, I'm glad it ain't my decision. Put it that way. I'm gonna make that. I'm glad it's not my decision. But you got to, when you do this, you got to say who will not clear waivers when you make these cuts.
That's exactly what you got to look at. Who ain't gonna clear waivers? And them
I
folks
think
you
that
cutting ain't gonna clear waiver, Cole. Them folks
I
you cutting ain't finna clear waiver.
I can almost guarantee you
Glad,
Fitzpatrick's going to.
right?
He hasn't done anything in this preseason to warrant that somebody like, well, I need him. He hasn't done anything. They don't look at tight ends for blocking. Blocking's cool, but that's not their main thing this year for tight ends anymore. Can you catch? Can you run these routes? Can you get out there? Can you score me touchdown? That's what tight ends are for these days. I hate to say it, but that's the way this game is going. The blocking shit, they can go find a guy for $5 and there'll be a tight end to block for you. So that's just my take, but anyway.
I mean, Coach, isn't that why they got Charlie Warner?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Now I'm gonna say this about the tight end. If they decide to just keep 2 tight ends, maybe they keep 9 D linemen in. That's possible. That's possible. But Dwelly would not play waivers.
They gonna keep 3 tight ends. You got to, cause you gonna run 2 in your scheme pretty much. Cause Kyle Pitt gonna be used as a wide receiver.
But they said Kyle been blocking, learning how to block better too. So he can't just come in there and tell me we're a wide receiver. He has to.
No, he gonna play both of them, but they said he gonna use him at wide receiver a lot. So that means Charlie Warner gonna be out there with him most of the time.
Maybe not. They may just go 4 wide and 5
4
line.
and 5. Yeah. We can put Kyle or DBs, and that'll work.
Put him out wide. That's a mismatch by itself. But all right, let's move on to this next group, man. What we got here? This is one of the groups I wanted. Outside linebackers. All right. Lorenzo Carter. See, I got to start by that. I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah, I see it.
Arnold Ebiketie, Matthew Judon, and James Smith-Williams.
Now I agree with this list right here. Yeah.
However,
Your boy.
However, I really can see Lorenzo getting cut and Damon Harris.
Hell no.
Are you crazy?
Hell no.
Damon,
Hell no.
Listen.
Damon Harris, man, he been showing.
Why Will don't want him gone? Why you don't want him gone, Will?
We going off the logic what Coach said, because Lorenzo Carter ain't been playing that much. So what they guarantee him a spot then, Coach, right? That's what you saying, Coach.
I'm not saying guaranteed. I ain't guaranteed nobody a spot.
But that's what you say. You saying if they not playing a lot, they pretty much got a spot on the roster. That's what you
I
said.
did say that. That's why I got Lorenzo up there. However, if they want to Damon Harris, Lorenzo gonna be the odd man out of this group.
Damon Harris clear waiver.
No hell he won't.
From what I've seen,
From what he been showing this preseason.
Been talking about him a lot. He's been one of those guys that he personally came out and said in the press conference that Damon Harris is one of those guys that he keeping an eye on.
Now, Bradley Amos, you can cut him.
Gone.
But yeah, Damon Harris is one of those guys that when they signed him too. So, he's one of those guys that they signed also. But that's the only way he's gonna make the team if they cut Lorenzo. If they don't cut Lorenzo, Damon Harris is gone. So
Lorenzo been in a lot of first team defenses, man. I don't see how them cut him.
So Lorenzo gonna start over Ebiketie. Yeah.
He been in the first screen. Then when they brought Judon, then when they fit Judon in, it's been Lorenzo and Judon.
And
so like
this. Lorenzo, okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Lorenzo and Judon are almost they moved. Lorenzo used to be a right. Yeah. Lorenzo used to be the right offensive old linebacker, right outside linebacker. He just lost that position to Judon, so they were forced to put him on the left side. James Smith-Williams, Damon Harris. it's gonna work it out. It's gonna work itself out. Like I said, the only reason that Damon Harris can make this team is if they cut Lorenzo. If not, he's gone. So that's the only reason I got that start there. He's one of the guys I feel that's on that edge right now. Look at this happy go look at that right here.
To Coach's point, I mean,
Coach,
what's going on?
There you go.
Look at him. See, I got my jersey on today, man. I had to put the thing on today. I've been trying to find the jersey for 20 some odd years, and I finally got it.
But to Coach's point, I mean, outside of special teams, Lorenzo hasn't really done much.
To my Lorenzo Carter?
Yeah.
But I got him making the team. I do have him making the team, but there's a chance. If they oh,
echoing like hell.
I ain't been that going. Okay, think I'm okay now. So, but this going like I said, whoever make these decisions to cut these people, better them than me.
Boy, what you say, Coach? They got a job to do. They got a job to do.
This is a job to do.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Last night I spent more time jersey shopping and eating than I did watching the game.
He did.
Because that game was boring.
I mean, yeah. And yeah, think too. I had two Jazz fans with me too. So
can't only know what the Jazz feel like they learned from being up on the third and fourth.
Exactly. Yeah. They had all the damn starters out there.
And it took them 10, 12 play drives to score on the third and 14. So that ain't good. Y'all supposed to be goddamn.
That's what I said last night. Like I said, there's nothing they can compare this game to.
Exactly. Exactly.
Then again, it could be a moral victory for them. They went undefeated in the preseason.
It might, right.
Like I said last night, they got their participation trophy.
How many teams we seen go undefeated that had like a 4-12 or 4-13 season?
Hell, we just seen.
I tell people
We
this
was
shit
talking
all
about
the
that
time.
last night.
If you go undefeated in the preseason, bro, you damn near guaranteed to have a losing season. But shit happens all the time. I got a homeboy right now. He out there hanging banners in his house. Some undefeated preseason. He a bad fan. I was like, all right. Just wait till the shit.
That year we went to the Super Bowl, we ain't win now game in the preseason.
Exactly.
I think we won. We won. We did.
No, we ain't win now game, Coach.
We did.
We went over.
No, we won.
Let me look up. 2016.
We was 3-1.
We were not 3-1 in the preseason, so we had a losing record, Coach. I'm gonna look it up for you. I put it up.
Please look it up.
But look, that year, Detroit had went undefeated in the preseason. They went
0-16 in the regular season.
So preseason does not matter.
Is it not a proper? I guess it's
remember Andrew told me that last night.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night.
Last night at the game.
Yeah, I like I said last night. I wasn't looking for anything special. I was just looking to see the D line. But the D line was a high point last night for me because those guys were stout the whole game.
Yeah.
They were standstill. You know what I'm saying? So,
I was looking for something.
I got a score update for y'all. Florida State.
Yeah.
8. Georgia Tech nothing.
Oh, they went for 2. Good Lord.
They went for 2.
Hey, hold on, let me turn the TV on.
For trickery shit.
Yeah.
I just said touchdown just now.
In my room.
But anyway, outside linebackers. That's now. Who else is not on this list?
Troy Anderson.
No, this outside linebacker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're right here.
D'Angelo Malone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Him gone.
Ain't gonna make it. Willie Clint Williams, like Sam saying yesterday, I actually started watching because he got me curious when he said it. When he's in the game, he ain't making plays.
Nah.
He gets beat up.
He gets special team when you can run out the field and tackle. Yeah, he looks great in that. But as far as this game, playing in the game, he was lost.
Nah.
So
he might be going back to Ellenwood.
See the grow, yeah, come not just playing. But
Go!
Coach. Can't use that. You right, Coach, on that. Can't use that.
How many wins they had? 3, right?
Yeah, they had 3. Can't use that. Yeah.
I knew that, so that's why I said you can look it up. But I always look at everything, man.
But the preseason do matter. It don't matter for like the starters. If you can trust your starter, you know what I'm saying? Like if your let me how I'm gonna say this. If your starters have that mentality, have that preparation, get themselves ready for the season. If you can trust them to be ready for the season, you don't have to start. Even though I believe in starting players in the preseason because I believe in rest. Rest is the big thing. It's what y'all gonna expect in that first game? It's gonna be a little rested. That first drive, first and second drive gonna be a little rested. But once they first get that first hit, if anybody ever played football, you got that little bubble in your stomach.
You get that first hit out the way. Oh, it's on.
That first hit is over with. But like the thing is, I got to trust the coaching staff here. I got to trust the coach staff that they seen enough in practice and from these players showing them that they ready. They're gonna be ready. So now you can see more of your young guys and see what they can bring to your depth. You know what I'm saying? Preseason is good on building your depth. That's what you're doing. That's what the draft actually supposed to be used for you to build your depth. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have those occasions where somebody be good enough to take a starting spot. But when you're drafting, it's supposed to goddamn build depth. Your off-season moves supposed to fill in your gaps. That's the way it's supposed to be used. But you know what I'm saying? We're going to see how it goes.
But you know what's kind of funny about Jerry Gray did an interview after leaving at halftime, right? And the lady's like, she said, "How do you feel about your third and fourth string playing against the first string?" She said, "Well, we did this just to see how these guys can hold up against the first string team." And he was laughing. He's like, "Yeah, this is against our third and fourth." He was actually laughing like. This shit didn't mean nothing to them, man. Like I said, I was looking for evaluation. I wasn't looking for us to win or lose. I just wanted to see get certain positions hold their own. And I wanted to see that D-line can hold. The D-line held their own. They actually did the whole game. Yeah, Zion looked great out there yesterday. I'm not gonna take anything with Zion. I would hate to see Zion go, but it's gonna happen. That they can't keep everybody. Like we want them to. They can't. If it was a 60-man roster, I'd feel a lot better. But it's only a 53-man roster.
Yeah.
I get afraid watching you cut somebody like Zion, the defensive line teams like Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and shit like that, they'll put them on depth quick. They will put them on the depth chart quick. That's what I'm saying.
But nobody's keeping more than 8 D linemen. Nobody's hardly keeping 9 D linemen.
You ain't got to go with the league. You can build the roster how you want to build the roster. You ain't got to go how the league go.
So if you keep 9, that means you're gonna be short somewhere else. You need more DBs
on offense. On offense, it's gonna be shorter on offense.
You don't want to be short on offense. That's an interest happens. Then you got nobody to replace.
No, you still got people you can put on practice squad that you can call up. Winston and Terry them do that plenty of time.
What
call up people from the practice squad.
What happened again? Oh my God, that little kid can run the ball. Anyway, I'm watching George Tech.
That was wide open, coach. Wide open.
Oh my God.
But only 48 of them get dressed up, coach. All 53 don't even get dressed.
But they dress all their old linemen. They dress all their old linemen. Every old lineman in football dressed that game. Except the practice squad people. They dress 8 old linemen every game, no matter
what. You got to.
And like I said, the quarterback, you got to keep him on your roster. Like last year when they kept Woodside last year, they had to keep him on the regular roster.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, if you decide to keep him on the roster, But I seen teams last year that only carry 2 quarterbacks, coach.
No,
Everybody they carry 3.
No, what I'm saying is you have to have him on. You have to have him on your 53 to keep. But then game day, he doesn't count against your 48. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can actually dress 49 on game day.
They can always put a quarterback on practice squad.
No, but I'm saying, but you
they can protect 6 players. 6 players they can protect.
No, you miss what I'm saying. Oh my Lord, Georgia Tech is
Yeah,
explosive.
they destroying them. Man.
Wait, what?
They are explosive. Oh my.
I'm tough, coach.
Anyway,
I've seen this team transform.
They was explosive last year, coach.
Yeah,
they got some big plays against Georgia last year.
They've transformed in the past 3 years, coach.
Wait a minute. Let me see what's going on with this.
Anyway,
this is a different team.
Yeah.
They still won't beat Georgia, but shit, you know.
They gonna give Georgia that this shit.
Yeah, they gave us some fits last year. So I ain't gonna say that.
If you're throwing this side, they ain't gonna just run away with shit.
Oh my Lord, who's this running back they got? Anyway, y'all, let's get back to our list.
You know they got that dude, one of Georgia dude for offensive coordinator. Dude, they run the offensive coordinator over there. Yeah. He was on the Georgia staff.
All right, inside linebackers. This is a no win situation. This is automatic. Caden, Troy, Nate, JD. However, I hope Muton clear waivers.
No brainer.
So
yeah, I hope so too.
So he's one of those guys that hope clear waivers.
Keep him just in case.
Yeah, he's one of those guys you can hold.
I hope so. But that boy got some good tape out there. Muton, he had 18 tackles last night.
He had a lot of tackles. So
he did. He was stuffing the run a lot last night.
Ray Murphy said they still gonna lose though. He talked about
don't do that, Skill.
They gonna lose. It's just like Missouri. Missouri gave us a battle the last 2 years, but they still lost to Georgia. But I'm just saying, it's gonna be team that play Georgia good, but we coming out with that dub.
Georgia Tech.
I'm not gonna hold you. That damn Luther Burden, dog. Luther Burden is a bad man.
Georgia Tech, are they at home? No, they're what? They're overseas.
Yeah, Ireland.
Yeah,
they're playing Ireland.
They show y'all Florida State defense is some shit right now.
Man, fuck that. Hey, coach, Luther Burden's a bad man, dog. That is a bad man.
All right.
I know who I'm talking about from Missouri. Luther Burden Hill, boy.
So anyway, this is our inside linebacker room. Yep. Any doubts on this one here?
Not at all.
No, they're pretty fourth straight. They pretty much had that already set.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's true. All right, where we at next? Let's go to this room right here.
Corners.
Cornerback.
AJ, Mike Hughes, Joe Claude Phillips, Kevin King, Antonio Hampton.
Now, talking about Brooks, I know we're going to talk about Brooks. I would hate to lose this kid. I do. He's not going to clear waivers.
No,
he's
you ain't talking about Natron Brooks, eh?
Yeah.
He's not going to clear waivers.
I got him being the 6th cornerback.
Over who? King or Hamilton?
Hamilton.
No. Won't happen.
Over Hamilton. King been showing more than Hamilton.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna happen.
Hamilton will clear waiver.
Hamilton ain't gonna clear waiver.
He'll clear waiver, coach.
He gives you too much experience.
Yeah, he give experience, but he ain't been flashy. Flashy folk don't clear waiver. Hamilton will clear waiver.
I take Hamilton.
I hate to say it. This. I'm glad I'm not making these decisions.
This defense right here, coach, you got to be able to come up and make a tackle. And one thing Brooks showed you, you got to make he can make a tackle.
So does
Cause
Hamilton.
they play too far off. That's all they do. Play off coverage. They play off coverage. They play off. So
No,
you got
what's
to be able
called?
to come up and make a tackle.
Yeah, I think Hamilton did pretty good making tackles too, though.
He ain't outshowed Brooks.
Well, because Brooks is playing more. Of course, he ain't out shooting you play as much. It's what you see.
Okay, he ain't outshowed King then. He ain't outplayed King.
Who ain't out playing King?
Hamilton.
But they ain't played as much as King. King played the
No.
first game and the last game.
I'm just saying, Cole. It'll be
But
hard. Like
this, I honestly, I feel what you're saying, Will, because this is what you see. Like I say, these starters are these guys that they're gonna keep show out more in practice than they do in these preseason games. That's what I'm going on. This is my decision on making what's going. According to what people are saying about these teams right here, Brooks deserves to
that's what
make
I'm
this team.
saying, though, Cole. Like if we going off that, then your boy Clark Phillip been outshowing Hughes in practice, but they still ain't got him at number 2 QB cornerback.
Because he's short.
He been outshowing Hughes, but
According to
they
what you
still ain't got him as number 2 cornerback.
okay, okay. That's okay. How do you put this? Oh my God, I'm trying to make it so it don't sound so crazy. They show highlights. Only thing we're seeing is highlights, right? That's all we're seeing is highlights.
Yeah.
No, but who they been talking about, Coach? We see
That's
highlight, but who they been
exactly
talking about?
highlights.
No, the people who been there, like the reporters and stuff, who been at the camp, who they been talking about?
They're talking about the highlights that he's making, though.
They talking about the practice, Coach. That's all we can go on.
Is it that, okay? Because they're talking about a play that happened in what's called. That's why most people they look at a play that, oh man, Clark Phillip made this great play. So you're gonna get talked about. That's what media do.
But he been getting talked about more than Hughes.
Because he's making those plays. Yeah, exactly. I get that. I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But we don't know what the coaches are seeing. Because early in the camp,
No, that Hughes thing don't feel like what you showed me. It look like what I know about you. You my homeboy from back then. I know you can do that. I trust you. That's what that feels like with Hughes. He ain't showed enough for me to be like, yeah, he number 2.
Well, he gonna be number 2 this
Even
year.
when they did that joint practice with Miami, he was getting it draw burnt off.
So was AJ.
AJ got burnt one time.
He got
That
burnt
was on
real
that.
bad.
That was on that play by Tyree Hill. Everybody get burnt by Tyree.
I wouldn't.
Everybody.
I shoot him in the legs.
Everybody get burnt by that dude.
But no, I think Hughes definitely because Hughes not a good corner. How can you say Hughes not a good corner though? It's then again with popularity. This goes back to being popular in a name that you know. That's what it goes back to.
Yep.
I hate to say it, but that's what a lot of people make that decision on certain things. Oh, DJ Ugalakis, what's called?
Yeah, he playing for Florida State.
He played Florida State.
He left what's called. He don't been on 3 teams now.
Yep, 3 teams.
Oh my God, he's still big. He's just still big. Gatorade Player of the Year. Same year. Who was in that on the team? Anyway, Brooks is not going to make the team. If he does, one of these guys will be gone. How is that? Is that fair to say? I would not want him to be gone, but they're not going to keep 7 DBs, 7 cornerbacks. They're not keeping 7.
No, that's not.
That wouldn't even be. But I'm gonna show you a reason he could. If he make practice squad, he'll get called up. So if he clears waivers, that's great. If he don't, have a great career, young man. And thank the Falcons for giving you that tape time. That's all you can do. Hasheem Graham, he said, I just want us to put the best possible team out there and get back to winning football. Yeah, most definitely. And Hughes may be their decision to be the best quarterback out there. according to the coaches. That's what's going on now, right? And that's what the coach is saying. He was better than Clark Phillips.
Pretty much.
That he deserved to be the starter. And again, he's taller too. So,
He was taller.
and Natron Brooks, he's a little small man too. He's what 5'10" maybe, if that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And about 170 some pounds.
He a skinny
But the-
thing.
But the kid got heart though.
He got heart, bro.
He got heart, man. I like the kid. I like the damn kid. Marvin Jones Jr. went to Georgia.
Yeah, he plays for Georgia Tech, man.
They played at Florida State. It is Florida State to Georgia Tech.
Marvin Jones Jr.
Yeah.
This is Georgia Tech.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of transfer. He said, "Where's Natron?" Tank said, "Where's Natron Brooks on the list?" He is the third corner. He's behind AJ, Kevin King, and Natron. But y'all notice something did y'all notice something last night? They had King playing safety last night.
He was trying that out. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, that because they was short at safety.
were they short?
And he played, yeah. They were short
They
at
weren't
safety.
short. They just didn't play some of these guys because they suck. I'm just saying. They weren't short. They had 5 extra guys back there who could have played. Lucas Dennis, we know he gone.
That shows you that they're trying to keep Brooks right now. They trying to try King at safety. They trying to keep Brooks. I'm telling you, coach. They trying to keep him.
Like I said, this is okay. Let's go to the safety. We almost done this. These are your 4 safeties. Y'all see that star right there?
Yeah.
DeMarco's going to make this team. They're going to keep DeMarco's on this roster.
Yeah.
But for DeMarco to go on IR and be able to come back, it has to be after they make the 53.
Mhm.
No, they can cut him. They can cut him because a team can't put him on the 53 because he hurt. They can cut him. He gonna clear waivers. They put him on injury reserve. That's how they did last year. They did a couple players like that last year.
But they can pick him up though. They can pick him up while he's hurt if he's cut.
Ain't no team gonna pick that man up.
Teams would do that. Trust me. He's not out for the whole season. That's the thing.
So you're gonna keep a man on your 53. They're gonna be out 8 weeks. That's the only way they can sign him is to 53.
He's not on the IR right now. DeMarco is just questionable. He's not on IR. For DeMarco to come back in the middle of the season, they have to keep him on the roster, then put him on IR to be on the IR to come back this year. If you're on the IR right now, you can't come back until.
Well, that's why they ain't put him on there. They can cut him,
right?
Or they can keep him on the 53.
He's gonna be gone.
You can cut him. I don't believe a team gonna pick him up, coach. He gonna be out at least 8 weeks, coach. He gonna be out at least 8 weeks. I don't think no team gonna pick him up.
Got tape on him.
But they got to put him on the 53. That's the part I'm talking about, coach. They got to put him on the 53. They can't put him on the practice squad. They got to put him on 53.
That's what I'm saying. DeMarco is gonna make this team. So once he makes his team, you put him on IR. Now you can bring one of those guys you kept on your 50 on your practice squad up, like Abenaki. Or you can make another cornerback there. See what I'm saying? So there's ways, or you can even keep your boy special team guy, Delangelo Malone, or you can keep a linebacker.
Or they can cut Hamilton, put DeMarco Helen once they put him on the roster, put him on the injury reserve.
Hamilton's a better cover than Brooks though. Brooks a better tackle. Brooks is a tackler.
He shows you coverage too, coach. He shows you coverage.
He had a couple passes, but he got burnt on a couple of them too. He was lost in coverage a little bit. So that's another thing too. But as far as if you throw a screen at this kid, he's gonna eat you alive.
They wouldn't even go on that boy's side yesterday, Coach. So that show you he was short. No, they didn't go on his side a lot. They went to their left. He was on the down by the screen to the TV, close to your TV. He was on that side. They didn't go to his side a lot, Coach. He was helping in on tackle. He was helping on tackle.
Yeah, he got 6 tackles yesterday. He can tackle. I listen. He's one of the better tacklers I've seen in football as a cornerback in a long time. But yeah, he did give up a touchdown last night, though.
That was great cover, Coach. That was just great. That was great ball placement. He was down. He boxed him in. He boxed him in. He a little dude. He got boxed in.
Yeah.
He got boxed in, Coach.
That's a big.
He got boxed in. AJ Terrell get boxed in too. Evans, how many times Evans done boxed in AJ Terrell?
They be behind the guy chase, but they got paid for it. That's okay. That's all right. But no, let's go to this next one, man. Let's go to this next one. These are my bubble players. All these guys here on the bubble. All right. Damone Harris on the bubble. He can play. If they cut Lorenzo, Damone gonna be there. Malachi gonna clear waivers. So I think he'll be that safety for them until your boy get back. That's just me. Natron Brooks. It's going to take a miracle for him to make this team. If he doesn't clear waivers, he's going to be going to another team, and somebody will use this kid. So, but yeah, that's all I got, man. This is all I got on this West Coast. So, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's why I keep arguing for that boy Brooks. He showed you a lot against the Warriors. He showed you a lot against the Warriors, Coach.
Yes. But last week his tackles against a lot of third and fourth string guys too. So.
Yeah, he had 6 tackles against the Warriors.
He had some tackles.
And he had some pass defense. On what that damn dude. Damn, who he knocked the damn ball up. Nigga scored a touchdown on the. Was it Evans? Think he had slapped the ball up. One coming here. Yeah.
Boy, that tight end, Evan Ingram's a bad boy. I hate
Evan, yeah.
I love Evan Ingram, man. I always like that kid.
Yeah, he always been dominant since he been in the league.
Yeah. But yeah, so hey, I'm not the one to make these cuts.
And I'm glad I'm not.
So if all these guys clear waivers, we got a dangerous ass practice squad, guys. We got a nasty practice squad. If all these guys could clear waivers, practice squad would be just real solid.
That would be a dream come true, Coach.
Yes. But I don't see Brooks clearing. I don't see Mouton clearing.
Yeah, that's who that was. Dave Davis, who he locked up over there. They wasn't even throwing at Davis.
Yeah, Davis don't have. He ain't that guy no more. That's why he was cut from Buffalo. That's why Buffalo never.
They weren't using a nigga, man. He was force feeding Diggs. That's what he was doing. He was force feeding Diggs, and now he ain't even got Diggs no more.
Oh, they stopped him. Oh, go check out the ball. All right. Yeah, Brian Thomas. He gonna be a bad boy too, bro. Yeah, he said it was Brian Thomas. He said Washington's gonna be gone. That Spencer Brown. Now that Spencer Brown came in last night. Mm-hmm. He runs like Juris Norwood to me, but
he does.
If Carlos Washington go, I like that little Brown kid. Brown kid's okay. So, but yeah, man. Whoever make this team, man, I wish them well. If you get picked up by another team, that's a good thing too. I hate to say it, that's a good thing too. That means that the Falcons done their job in developing well. That's what that means. And like I said, one of the things Raheem said, he said we're gonna get these guys in here, we're gonna get tape of it and hope and give them enough tape so they can go to another team. So if they all get picked up, that's a good thing too. We just got to replenish that what's called and train those guys the right way. So that's all it is. So all right. With that being said, that's that portion of the 53-man roster. What you guys got to say? Talk to me. What y'all got in your mind? Big Will?
What up, Coach?
What you got in your mind? What you got to say, man?
Hey, man, like I've been saying, like I've been telling you, man, it's gonna be a tough decision for them boys. What I'm gonna say on the final thing, Coach? We gonna carry 9 defensive linemen,
9 defensive linemen,
10 DBs,
10 DB. That's 19.
8 linebackers.
Okay.
That's 27. We gonna put 23 on offense. I'm telling you now. Watch what I tell you.
So what?
23 on offense.
So what you gonna short on offense?
We're gonna have. Let's see here. We're gonna carry got on 2 quarterback because all that garbage I seen out there.
So that'll be.
I won't be surprised. Hold on. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna give you that. We're gonna go like this for first. I'm gonna come back in the jet. 2 quarterback.
Okay.
8 linemen. That's 10, right?
Okay.
3 running back. That's 13. 6 receivers. 6 receivers.
Go ahead.
That's 19.
Mm-hmm.
3 tight end.
Okay.
That's 22. Now you can add that. You can add that quarterback back in there. Put that quarterback that third. Because I do believe they probably gonna keep Heineke for a trade. They probably gonna trade a team that need a quarterback. They gonna want compensation for Heineke. So I'm thinking they probably keep him
3
only for
backs?
trade purposes.
You said 3 running backs?
Yeah.
So who you cutting? Jace or Avery?
Avery.
Oh my God.
I ain't saying shit, right? They might not cut him, but shit.
Oh.
They might not cut him, but shit. But
That's
I ain't saying shit. I ain't saying that from Avery.
That's your kickoff from your kickoff return man. They're not gonna use Ray Ray. They may use Ray Ray as a
Southside. I ain't saying no damn 23 D lineman, motherfucker.
He said, "What you say, Will?" But no, man, it's gonna be very interesting.
I don't see why they keep. Like I said, I really didn't have them keeping 3. That what that 4th running back would have came in that coach.
Yeah.
But by you saying they're gonna keep 3 quarterback, that what made one of them running backs go.
Wow. Cause you talk about keeping all those D lines.
Yeah, because think about it. If you keep 4 running back, all of them is not finna play, coach. It's gonna be Bijan and Algier. That's who's gonna play. Bijan and Algier. They're the only ones finna play.
And Jace.
Yeah, Jace. Yeah. He might give him a little breather. Give him a little breather.
But Avery gonna
Give him a little breather. I don't know, coach.
You see what I mean now? Avery Williams not gonna see that much on the offensive side. He gonna see.
But you know they changed this position to keep him on the roster one time before. They changed it from DB to running back because we had a weak running back room. Right. So they put him over us to keep him on the roster. So I don't be surprised if they change him a little bit. DB? I don't know, coach.
So that means Bruce ain't gonna make
the team. Bro, I can't see. You might be right. He might not make the team, coach, but he ain't gonna be there for practice squad. I promise you. I promise you that man showed enough. He showed enough.
I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with that. I said a lot of these guys could be going off the practice squad that we cut. A lot of them could be gone. But we're gonna see. We got 3 days to make this case. So I'm not sure they're gonna do a show. If they don't do a show, I may pop up a show on Wednesday or maybe Tuesday night once they make these decisions and talk about this what's called.
Well, yeah, because
compare my list.
Definitely have a lot to talk about that week.
Yeah. At least compare
once they set their roster. See how right one of us was. We're gonna see how right one of us was, coach.
I ain't white. I'm black. That's fair. Anyway, man. Hey, people, thank y'all for hopping on this chat today, man. This been cool. This been actually something information. That's all it's about. We'll see how it breaks out when Terry and Raheem do their thing, man. Because better than them than me. That's why they get paid the big bucks to do this. So not me. And who else we got here? Tremaine Freeman, what's going on, man? Appreciate you for hopping on today. Mucho, what's going on? He said Jason play. I don't know about Avery. Avery ain't gonna get no play time unless we blowing somebody out or so on and so on and so on. But
Garbage time.
garbage time. So, but yeah, man. So don't forget tomorrow, man. Regulator show, 11 o'clock Eastern time, and that's all going on this week. And Monday, you got
Tremaine Freeman made a good point too down there.
Jace won't clear practical. Oh, he would not clear practical.
He talking about Raw do both.
To
Both of them on the
But what you're not gonna have Raw doing kickoff and punt return. He's your number 3 wide receiver. They ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, he did rise up in the number 3. Yeah, he did rise up in number 3.
That ain't gonna happen.
That's way too much.
That's a lot. I ain't gonna say it can't be done, but that's a lot.
It could be done, but
yeah, that's a lot.
I think they're smart enough not to do that.
Yeah. That's the only reason I. Now I didn't listen, y'all. Remember now, I did have Avery Williams being cut. I did have that early in the season. I did. Then Moore got hurt. Then Ray stepped up. It's like, oh, they're not gonna use them much. So we got to have Avery for that special team guy. So, man, Georgia Tech defense is like swarming lizards and shit. They are doing their thing.
Yeah, they got hit in the mouth that first thing, and then now they even settled in.
Yeah, but man, this is gonna be a season, man. Oh, this is gonna be a sport. This is gonna be a football season to your likings. You don't like it?
Oh,
I ain't seen it. What is it? I'm watching third down play right now.
yeah, about to see it.
Got him.
Oh man, come on, bro.
They call face mask it.
Yeah,
It was kind of high though, but I don't know if it was touching face mask, but it was high.
he did grab it.
It was high, but it was a great move. Automatic 15. God damn. Well, automatic first. Yeah, 15. Great move though. Yeah, he was doing that.
The question ain't about the first half with Georgia Tech. It's about what they do in the second half. Can they hang? That's the question. Because they always come out on fire in the first half.
They got depth though now. Georgia Tech actually recruited well. They just didn't get those top 5. So they got some guys. They got some dogs that came in.
It's better. It's better when Georgia Tech good anyway. Make a better game for that last game.
That ain't gonna be the last game no more. I don't think.
Yeah, they still at the end.
Oh, they play on Thanksgiving, the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they play on that Friday. We on a high school Friday, no?
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I'm sure K-Star is watching this game. I'm almost sure.
Oh, you already know it.
So.
He about one of the only Georgia Tech fans got.
I like Georgia Tech.
I'm a Georgia Tech fan when they not playing Georgia. I'm a Georgia Tech fan.
I used to go to Georgia Tech games when I was young. I used to go to all the Georgia Tech games. Man. I used to go to all the games. Catch the bus down there and just go watch the game. Sneaking the stadium sometimes. I stuck in the stadium right 2 times in my life. But then you get somebody who's leaving early. I had your ticket. They just scored the game. Shoot. It be cold out there too, boy. What's up, Ghost Peppers? Where you been, man?
What they playing that, Coach?
They're in Ireland. I think
They
they're
in
in Ireland.
Ireland.
These folks trying to snatch up that money. They be going to
Well,
snatch that money up.
Georgia Tech, and Notre Dame does it every year. They've been for the last couple of years. They've been doing it the last couple of years lately. I think Georgia Tech, not Georgia Tech, but Notre Dame go again. They go this year too. I think they go next week, if I'm not mistaken. International football, man. That's why Japan. Hey, that's why Japan beat the American team. They did a kamikaze on our butts. All right. Southside said, I'm a Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Georgia Southern, and it's fan except when they play for Georgia. Yeah.
My point, yep. I'm like that too, Southside. Yep.
I think we all that way. So yeah, man. Anyway, hey, Ant, me to ask you. Did you guys play last night?
We did. I
How they
I,
do?
I was at the game, so they won 31-21.
See, I looked for that game last night when I got the show. I didn't see it on my watch card, but I know it's what they record the game. I know it's supposed to be on there. I'm gonna check again today. I was watching Knight Riders high school team last night. Terrible.
Who?
West side.
What's up? Oh yeah.
Oh, terrible. I mean to tell them that when he's on the chat. They terrible. Then I started watching Westminster and who did they play last night? That was a good game. I watched 7. I was just watching the Pippin a lot of different games that last night, man.
They what game was I watching? Douglas County and I can't think of the other Jonesboro.
Jonesboro?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch that Valdosta game today. Valdosta played something last night. He said except for Kennesaw State because they remind me of Justin Fields this player. Yeah, damn. He'll be down here in 2 weeks, sitting on the sideline with his eye looking like Michael Jackson when he was in that one album. Anyway, y'all, we're gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna go watch this Georgia Tech game.
Yeah, Florida State, they got a field goal.
Yeah. So you guys have a great. Who that was? Somebody in the chat said they son them won 70-0. Who was that? It was early in the morning. Who was that? I'll find out who. He said because he was at the game last night. He said send his son play last night. He said they won 70-0. I think he said. Oh yeah, Georgia Texas boy. He said they won 70-0 last night. What the hell y'all playing? The Little League? His son's a sophomore starter. So, but yeah, man. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. See y'all tomorrow on the Regulator Show. Until then, enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. Peace.
Peace.